So, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be taking a look at the scariest true stories on Reddit. So without further ado, let's check it out. Fuck you and you. Alright, the first one is what pulled my leg or what pulled my foot at night. About 10 years ago, I lived with my then boyfriend in a house his family owned. From the start, the place had a heavy, weird atmosphere I couldn't explain. His grandfather had collected various tribal artifacts, so the house was filled with masks and carved figures. Well, that's all I need to know. It's haunted. Just saying it, putting it out there. But anyways, one wooden doll always bothered me more than anything though. A dark figure with glass cavity in the stomach containing what looked like hair and nail clippings. Just looking at it made me uneasy. Why was he collecting nail clippings? That's kind of unhygienic, if anything. That's the uneasy part of it, really. But anyways, I'd already been hearing strange noises around the house, footsteps on the stairs, random stuff, so I avoided being alone there. But one night, things escalated. I woke up because I thought I heard my boyfriend gaming in the living room, clicking movement, the usual sounds. The hallway light was on, so I called out to him to keep it down. The noises stopped instantly. When I turned back, my boyfriend was sound asleep beside me. I stared at him confused and looked towards the open door. That's when a tall, dark figure walked across the hallway. I hid under the covers and held on to my boyfriend. He checked the house, but no one was there. A couple of weeks later, we moved the creepy doll into the garage because it had started to freak us both out. Our new bedroom was unfortunately right beside the garage. One night, while we were lying in bed watching the show, something grabbed my foot and tugged. I screamed. My boyfriend thought I was messing with him until something touched his foot too. The look on his face said everything. We didn't stay much long after that, and honestly, I believe something dark was in that house. I still get goosebumps and a little nauseous when I think about it. Well, it was me. I was a dark figure in the house. I admit it. I think something just walked past me. Enrique! That is great. That is pretty weird. That is pretty terrifying, man. If it is it real, it could be the art of hallucination, if anything, perhaps. And yeah, that is pretty freaky in my opinion. And I would recommend you don't go back to that house. You probably wouldn't, because that's not your boyfriend anymore. A creepy moment at the cemetery. My dad died a couple of years ago after a long and painful battle with cancer. R.I.P. the goats. I haven't had a single day since his passing where I haven't missed him or thought about the anguish he went through. I developed a habit of visiting his grave quite often, be it day or night, or rain or sunshine. That's kind of wholesome, you know? The cemetery he's buried is in quite an old and run down. It has 4 generations of my forefathers. Sorry, whenever I think of forefathers, I think of foreskin for some reason. What is wrong with me? This is someone's... Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. Forefathers resting there, and lies a few miles from my dad's farm. It's not the most scenic place once you're inside, but it's surrounded by farmland on all sides except for the road leading up to it. This one time, I was sitting by his grave. I heard what sounded like a little girl softly humming a tune a few feet behind me. The melody was strangely beautiful, almost like something a trained vocalist would sing. I ignored it at first, but then realized that I had been completely alone when I entered the cemetery, which was surrounded by nothing but open fields. Anyways, yet the voice sounded close, as if someone was right behind me. The moment I turned around, the humming stopped instantly. Thinking nothing of it, I faced my dad's grave again, feeling all the love I always do for him. But within a few seconds, the same gentle tune started up again. This time, I turned around immediately, only to see no one there again. Again, the sound cut off the exact second I began to move my head to look behind me. I turned back towards his headstone, only for the melody to return a third time, just moments later, and then stop, almost like someone had hit the pause button as soon as I tried to look for the source. That third time unsettled me a little, gave me the chills. I kissed my dad's headstone, said goodbye, and decided to head back to the car. As I walked out, I noticed a small cluster of tiny graves under a tree. Their size suggested they belonged to children. These graves, 3 or 4 of them, would have been directly behind me while I was facing my dad's grave, completely hidden from the view because of the tree's branches. I do believe in the afterlife, but I'm not always sure I believe in ghosts. I am not also someone who scares you easily from supposed supernatural encounters. I've always taken paranormal stories as harmless entertainment. Just like this video! Anyways, That usually have a logical explanation once you think about it, but in this instance, I honestly couldn't come up with any explanation at all. Well, it was Freddy Fazbear and Bonnie and Chica. That's my thought, my opinions. And essentially, ghosts are apparently what the comments say. Ghosts are just people without physical bodies. Nothing to be afraid of most of the time. She probably has seen you many times before and was trying to comfort you. Maybe next time you go visit your dad, you can leave a small toy or trinket by the children's grave. Explain that you liked the song and wanted to. Wait, so people are actually falling for this? Now, wait, pause. Here's the thing. Here's my ideology. Here's the idea, okay? I don't think that's a ghost. I think it is someone fucking with you. I don't know if it's someone fucking with you, because no one is there. But I can't wrap my head around it if it is like a ghost, because it's a ghost, Like, I don't know if it's a ghost, So it's a bit of a tricky one, because I don't know if this is it actually a ghost. I mean, this is the main point of the video, right? I'm supposed to decode it. But I didn't. It is sort of unsettling, but like, I don't know, I don't know. I really don't know if this is something that is actually true or not, because it could also be hallucination, because when you're grieving and everything, you really tend to like pay attention a lot more to the afterlife stuff, and when someone close to you has died, right? Like really close to you, like a father, for example, like that sucks. So I don't know. But if you guys think this is a ghost story, comment down below what you guys think. Leave a like, subscribe. Please subscribe. I really beg you guys subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.